To you, Capricorns, you have the perspective, which is the Hanged Man, the King of Raphael, and then you Capricorns also have the Knight of Gabriel. So some of you Capricorns don't necessarily know how to specifically feel about a situation. What situation? The Lovers. Some of you Capricorns, to kind of venture off into something else, you're unsure as to if this person likes you, if they don't. The Lovers, right? Clear indication that the perspective, which is you may feel a little bit upside down. You may feel like you're not really clear. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about normal because the majority of modern day relationships are upside down, right? They don't make any kind of sense a lot of the times. The people that you don't think will like you will like you. The people that you do think will like you don't like you. Like it's so weird, right? Sometimes a person who shows that they like you do like you. Like you have to, this is why I was saying you have to be very good at being able to, to decipher, to understand this stuff. Because if you don't, it'll have your head spinning all over the place because you won't understand what exactly is going on. And so the King of Raphael and the Knight of Gabriel, I'm getting that a lot of you Capricorns are just trying to like figure it out. Just trying to figure it out. What does this mean? What is going on, right? The Lovers and then the leap of faith. This connection that you have with a person that you like romantically isn't necessarily what it is that you thought it was going to be. And now you're sitting here questioning what exactly is really going on. And the situation with that is that for you, I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Capricorns, right? This person probably does like you. Because, see, one thing that I'm really noticing is that people don't hang around people that they don't like. It's just that jealousy gets in the way, too, right? Like, people are not always going to be linear. So this is why I was saying that people are not toys, because people are unpredictable. You would think, like I just finished saying, that a person does not like you or questioning it, right? And then come to find out they do, right? You may never know. And so the situation for you is, unless they tell you, right? Or unless you figure it out on your own. But at the same time, what you should be looking for is a person that likes you, but isn't apprehensive about telling you that they like you and showing it, right? Too many people like to hide their hand a little bit too much. Well, I'm doing it from my face, but hide their hand too much, right? They're afraid of rejection, even though they probably wouldn't be rejected. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, for a lot of you Capricorns, though, they do like you. The situation with them is they're not up to the level yet where they can allow themselves to really accept what that is. Because this is why we go through like stupid things in our relationships, right? The person will like you, but again, they figure it's cute to be all over the place and dysfunctional, a little bit of dysfunction, a little bit of resistance. And the situation with that is, if the thing is that it really depends, because like if you're a person and you have other priorities, you want things to make sense. You don't want to have to go through 2 doors to go through 1 door. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to go through 2 doors to get into the house, right? 10 doors to get into the house. You steadily open up patio doors and all this stuff, or bug screen doors. You opening up 9 of them. One is the official steel or wooden door. The other one is the you don't want to have to continue to do that, right? They like you, but then at the same time, you know, they want to give you a little bit of resistance in everything. That it might wear on you after a while, you know? And so that's the answer. The Page of Raphael and the 6 of Gabriel, they like you, but They want to put up a resistance in a lot of different things. And so the page of Raphael and the six of Gabriel represents they are trying to protect themselves because they are afraid of rejection from you. But again, like the apprehension that they have towards being rejected by you is not real. And if they continue to do this, they will be rejected by you because they can't stop doing dysfunctional stuff. They can't stop being goofy, right? Like you like them, but you like them and they like you. But again, this is what I was trying to say when I said just because two people like each other does not mean that they will end up together. It has nothing to do with the two of y'all not liking each other. Probably do like y'all, the two of you, based upon what I'm saying, y'all do like each other. But they wanna give you resistance, right? And so the six of Raphael here represents, six of Gabriel and the six of Raphael here represents, and don't be in such a hurry to kind of like match them with that, right? Yeah. You know, don't be in such a hurry for that, because then it turns into like who can go lower, right? Once you see that it's about going lower, you got to watch out for that. You got to be mindful to be like, nah, you got to leave, you know? And so the situation with that is the page of Gabriel and the knight of Michael. Right? So the page of Gabriel and the knight of Michael for you Capricorns, it speaks to how, yeah, like so what's going on here is that it depends on what you should do, depends on where it is that you are with these people. If you feel like you have to go lower, or if you find yourself going lower, where you find yourself a little bit kind of insulting them, just walk away from that. Because you like them. It's not about going at them. It's about setting the foundation up correctly. But at the same time, they're so apprehensive and shook, if I'm being honest, scared as a mug. This relationship ain't gonna work because, once again, you Capricorns are too good. I'm telling you what it is. You make a lot of people intimidated. A lot of times people will be like, oh, well, no, they don't. Yes, yes, they do. Yes, they do, because that's why we see a lot of these games being played. The person will like you, but at the same time, they won't be in a relationship with you. Why? Intimidation. They know what this means. They know it. They know what this is. They know what this means. This means that they would enter into a whole new, different ordeal that they know they're not ready for, right? It's like the deep end of the pool. They're gonna stay on the shallow end of the pool. They not rocking with the deep end of the pool like that. It's too deep. They don't know how to swim. You feel me? So the knight of Michael here represents what they're doing right now is that they're sending you on a wild goose chase. And what I mean by that is they're sending you down wrong rabbit holes. They want you to think that they're not interested in you by the way that they move, but they are. And so the situation for you Capricorns is that you have to not take the bait. And like I said, just walk away, you know? I used to do that, you know, where I would try to be in relationships, but they would play games. And it's like, all I ever wanted them to do was like me and because I like them, and just be peaceful and let's build together and stuff like this. But at the same time, it's like I still have juice though. You feel me? I still have juice. Like I could still tell them things about themselves that can get them to cry. You feel me? So it's like I didn't want to stoop to that situation. So what I would do, I would just leave them alone. I'd be like, just, wow, I don't even want it to get like that. And just going about my business, yes. I don't even want it to. Because at the end of the day, if you like this person, you wanted them to like you, what's going to happen, right? You may get your revenge, and what's going to happen? It's still not going to feel good, because now it's you legitimately like this person. Look at what it is that you did to a person that you like. You feel what I'm saying? So my suggestion to you, Capricorns, is to leave these people alone. You know, you got to get with someone that likes you and isn't afraid to let you know that they like you and isn't afraid to show you that they like you. You got a lot of people playing defense. They don't want to admit, they don't want to say certain things. All right, that's fine, right? We're all adults. People don't want to admit certain things. That's cool. But then at the same time, too, you're in a situation where it's just going to keep stooping lower because of their fear of rejection. So let's clarify the Knight of Michael for you, Capricorns. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Star card, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords. So it's going on here for you to clarify, for you Capricorns, to clarify the Knight of Michael. The Knight of Michael is you having to just leave them alone and not continue to pursue it, because it's a foolish endeavor. It's stupid to continue to pursue them. The rejection that they feel, if you Capricorns were to tell them no, or you couldn't, you don't want to, like, you would, the rejection that they would feel of you Capricorns, where if you would get yourself into a relationship with them and then the two of them would break up, they probably wouldn't bounce back from that for a long time, if ever. They'd probably just be like, and so this is why they can't be in a relationship. It's a form of self-protection. Like they can't, they'll like you, but they can't do it because it's too sublime. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. And they're dealing with low self-worth. And so the thing is that the Page of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Star card for you represents how this is a situation where a lot of you Capricorns are in a place where, so yeah, you got to move on without them. You know, you got to be delivered from that, so to speak. The Judgment is like deliverance. So it's getting away from this scenario. And then the Star card, you still have your hopes and your dreams that you are accomplishing. So concentrate on that. Concentrate on your health. Concentrate on your spiritual health. And then also, too, you know, keep looking. Look for people who see themselves as being worthy in relationships, too. Because a lot of people, let's tell the truth, a lot of people don't see themselves as being worthy of good relationships. They don't. Tell the truth. They don't see themselves as being worthy of good relationships. This is why they malfunction like machines, right? Like TVs or whatever, right? When you give them good treatment, because it's too good. I just can't believe it. It's too good. That's what happens. So you Capricorns, now you Capricorns have the the Ace of Pentacles, and you Capricorns also have the Page of Swords. So this is about how, again, they like you. The Ace of Pentacles, the confirmation, they like you. But the Page of Swords, they're not going there with you. See, how many times have I told you, Capricorns, right, that a lot of the times in the modern day time, people aren't afraid of beef. People don't shy away from beef, dysfunction, and arguing and bickering and back and forth. People ain't, they don't find any qualms about that. You know what people find qualms about and are afraid of? Love. The minute you start treating somebody well, I gotta run. That's why they're doing the stuff that they're doing. So there's nothing essentially up with you Capricorns. It's more so with them. You know, don't let this discourage you, though. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 27,780 subscribers. Really appreciate all the, 790 subscribers. Really appreciate all the love. Hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Run these views up, by the way. Run these views up, you know. Oh yeah, my video game, I'm going to produce my video game on the 21st or the 22nd. Yeah, I have to actually pay for the app development tools. Um, Other than that, that's the only thing I have. I actually have the game. The game's done. The game's finished. I have it. I have the source code, which is the intellectual property. And I will pretty much, the game is, and I can basically talk about it because I have the intellectual property. The game is called The Quest by Kareemspiritworks. The Quest. RPG action adventure. So if you like stuff like Pokemon and stuff like this, it's not, obviously it's not exactly like that because I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's not exactly like that. But it has like the Japanese like cartoon anime kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. But I think y'all will like it. Can't make you any promises, but I think you would like it. It's for $1. You can download it for $1. It's not gonna, run your pockets dry or any of that stuff. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Peace.